Hey everybody, I'm going to try something a little different here. Just fair warning, there's a thunderstorm going on in my area, so I may have to pause for a moment to let the thunder shake my garage for a minute before I continue. But today I want to talk about some stuff that's going on in my state, Wisconsin specifically. Now, our governor, Tony Evers, he's a Democrat, he had issued what we called safer at home, or what he called safer at home order. Not a stay at home order, but basically a really, really strong suggestion. A lot of businesses weren't able to be open, like a lot of places. Anything that was considered non-essential, so, barber shops, coffee shops, different places like that, craft stores. And just recently, it was set to expire, I believe, the end of April, a couple weeks ago. And instead of letting it expire, our governor extended it to May 26th. And when he did that, the Republican legislature sued the Health and Services Director, Andrea something was her name. But anyway, the Supreme Court struck that down yesterday. So this is from WKOW, a TV station in Madison, which is our state capital. The state Supreme Court struck down Wisconsin's safer at home order in its entirety, ordering all future orders to go through the legislature. The court ruled 4-3 in a case brought forth by Republican lawmakers that sought to block the safer at home extensions issued last month by Governor Tony Evers' top health secretary Andrea Palm. That's Andrea Palm. Or Andrea, sorry. I'm sure I butchered it. Either way, the court ruled Palm did not follow legal rulemaking procedures when issuing parts of the safer at home order. The court also said that because proper rulemaking procedures were not followed, there could be no criminal penalties for violating the order. In the end, the court ruled that Evers' emergency order is declared unlawful and unenforceable. This means bars, restaurants, and other establishments can open if they want. Counties and local municipalities do have the power to issue their own restrictions, which Dane County already did. Dane County is Madison, again, the state capital. So, Speaker Robin Vos, who's a Republican, Republican from Rochester, Wisconsin, Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald, Republican from Juneau, Wisconsin, said in a statement, "Now that the decision has been rendered, we are confident Wisconsin citizens are up to the task of fighting the virus as we enter a new phase. Wisconsin now joins multiple states that don't have extensive stay-at-home orders but can continue to follow good practices of social distancing, hand washing, hand sanitizer usage, and telecommuting. This order does not promote people to act in a way that they believe endangers their health." And during the arguments last week, Justice Rebecca Bradley suggested Palm's decision to extend the order without legislative input amounts to tyranny, whatever. I think there's a problem with the legislature giving away this much power to an unelected cabinet secretary. She said, "The people never consented to a single individual having that kind of power." Assistant Attorney General Colin Roth, who defended the Evers administration, argued state law clearly gives the executive branch I think that should be board powers to issue emergency orders to control communicable diseases. Realize that we need to give the agency with the expertise to respond to changing dynamic circumstances on the ground, said Roth. "I think that intent grants DHS whatever is necessary to combat a novel, communicable, deadly disease." Roth also said the order is similar to those issued in 42 other states who've instituted restrictions to save lives. Attorney General Josh Kaul said he hopes lawmakers understand when crafting a new plan that they don't have to choose between public health and economic growth. Let's see, I'm not going to read that document. So, now, Madison has issues a safer at home order after the state one was struck down. So the city of Madison, or the Dane County, let's see. Soon after the decision was handed down, Public Health Madison and Dane County issued a statement declaring health officials would use its own authority to issue an order that implements portions of the now defunct Safer at Home order. The agency said the new order goes into effect immediately. By continuing to follow the Safer at Home and practicing physical distancing, we can all work together to achieve these criteria and begin the phased reopening of Dane County as soon as possible. A new order will utilize all regulations enacted by the Safer at Home extension, except churches will be treated as essential businesses. That means they will be allowed to operate at 25% capacity. Okay. Agency notes that the county has done well insofar as meeting the goals established by the state's Badger Bounce Back program, which was designed to ease the state back into business. During a press conference held after the statement was issued, Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway called the extended Safer at Home order a major success, success in preventing death and illness in Wisconsin. They need a copy editor, as Tim Poole would say. That's the mayor of Madison. The court's ruling ignored the long-standing and broad statutory powers of that the legislature itself granted to the Department of Health Services. We have done a great job here in Madison and Dane County at flattening the curve, and we need to continue to do that, Rhodes Conway said. Here in Madison, we believe in science, and we will be guided by data. We will reopen, but we will do that in a phased way that protects public health while restarting our economy. The 4-3 Supreme Court ruling essentially reopens the state, lifting caps on the size of gatherings, allowing people to travel as they please, and allowing shuttered businesses to reopen, including bars and restaurants. Local governments can still impose their own health restrictions. He issued the stay-at-home order in March that closed schools and non-essential businesses. The closures battered the state economy. He said that he argued that they were necessary to slow the virus's spread. The order was supposed to lift on April 24th, but he extended it for a month to May 26th. And that's what's just been struck down. Now that's Dane County. That's one county north of me. Let's see, Safer at Home struck down. I live in Rock County. Let's see what Rock County order restores Safer at Home restrictions on a local level. This is WMTV, that's Madison also. Janesville is the county seat. After initially asking its residents to follow Safer at Home guidelines voluntarily in the wake of the Supreme Court decision striking down the statewide order, Rock County Public Health declared its own local health emergency. It restores on a county level all the restrictions laid out by the Safer at Home order, and this one pisses me off. Make violations punishable by law. What kind of punishment? And describes the guidelines as reasonable and necessary for the prevention and suppression of the COVID-19 disease in Rock County. The agency's order is set to expire at 8 a.m. May 26th, same day the now invalidated Safer at Home extension would have ended. It also provides for certain restrictions being lifted earlier in line with their bounce back program should the spread show signs of decline. Dane County 2 enacted, yeah, we know that. First, Rock County said that it was that they wanted people to just voluntarily do that, but now apparently they're making it have some teeth and it's punishable. And punishable doesn't mean, that means fines or jail time. What's the punishment? I want to know. Because the way it sounds from different areas, different police officers or different police agencies are enforcing things differently. So I want to know what's going to get me put in jail and what might not get me put in jail. I just had a headline come through. Wisconsin sees several area bars that reopen immediately following Supreme Court ruling. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Wisconsin is known for being the drunk state, but that's hilarious. I gotta read that. Let's see here. Oh, it's gonna go sideways on me. Alrighty. Back up here. I don't want to read sideways things. Ads. Okay, back to where we were. So it's set to expire May 26th, the same day as the state one would have. So yeah, the bars are reopening moments after that. They were probably there with their hand on the light switch. Yeah, we're definitely the drunkest state in the nation. We like our alcohol here. But anyway, so our state Supreme Court found these orders to be unconstitutional because they didn't go through the legislature. They were just ordered by the executive branch. But now Rock County, Dane County, and probably others, I'm just getting my local news, they are instituting them. Now, I'm curious to know if someone can take this to court and if this could be declared unconstitutional. I mean, I'm curious about that. I know there's different levels of government, but I'd be very curious about this. We'll see how it plays out. Either that or maybe one of those lawyer channels on YouTube can discuss it and let me know. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And yeah, I got a couple other things I might want to make videos about in the next day or so. But I'll see you then. Stay safe. Stay at home if it's going to get you jailed. Or don't. Do what you want to do. Who am I to tell you? Do what you think is right. That's all any of us can do. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, and wash your damn hands.